My name is Geoffrey Preidis, and I am a pediatric gastroenterologist at Baylor College of Medicine and Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, Texas. Our laboratory studies mechanisms by which undernutrition very early in life impair gastrointestinal and liver function in children. Undernutrition has a whole range of poor effects on a child. Some of these effects include impaired liver function. The liver has to make many things that are necessary for life. Some of these proteins include factors that help stop catastrophic bleeding. The liver also makes proteins that participate in the immune system. The liver also synthesizes bile acids, which help a child digest the fatty portion of the foods that he or she consumes. An undernourished liver is not able to synthesize these things adequately. And so we're looking at mechanisms by which this occurs in order to help children not be so prone to bleeding, in order to help undernourished children have a stronger immune system, in order to help undernourished children make a sufficient amount of bile acids so that they can actually digest and grow from the foods that they eat. Undernutrition also has long-term effects beyond those effects that we see in the acute period. Some of these long-term effects include an increased risk for obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, many years after that child was initially undernourished. Early undernutrition also leads to low IQ and decreased learning potential. If we can learn why all of these long-term effects happen from a very brief and defined period of undernutrition early in life, I think the potential is there to really decrease some of the morbidities and improve child health, growth, and development for the very long term. One of the key questions is, why does liver function and gastrointestinal function become impaired by early life undernutrition? And our lab is actively exploring multiple possibilities. One of them is a small protein called a nuclear hormone receptor. These proteins get activated by something in undernutrition. They go into the nucleus of the cell where all the DNA is kept. And these activated proteins can turn on or off the expression of thousands of genes all at once. And we think that some of these signals and some of these genes hold the keys to why liver function and gastrointestinal function is impaired by early undernutrition. Another possibility, another mechanistic possibility, is that the gut microbiome may play a role in some of these functions as well. We know that poor nutrition causes a very abnormal intestinal microbiome. We still don't know the extent to how these altered gut microbes can impact the liver and gastrointestinal physiology of a child, but we think their role is probably pretty important. So poor nutrition early in life does not just impact children that live in the developing world that don't have enough food to eat. We see poor nutrition and all of its effects here in hospitals in the developed world as well. We can see this in the pediatric intensive care unit in children who have lost a lot of weight due to some major medical illnesses. We see some of these same effects taking place in the eating disorder ward for adolescents with anorexia nervosa. And we see a lot of the same problems, especially with bleeding and decreased production of bile acids in the neonatal intensive care unit as well, for infants that were born at very low birth weight or very small for gestational age.